Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be going around this brand new 589. It's a really sweet ride. We're going to be doing a test drive. We're going to show you guys all the cool stuff we did to the interior, not dude.
We duded the interior up. I mean, kind of like dude, you know,
Yeah.
for like Western. Listen, this truck is awesome. It is this, I love the way it turned out. The guys at the shop killed it. Everything about this truck. I love the style and how this thing turned out for a 589. It's pretty cool doing one this way.
It looks pretty dang sweet. All right.
And it lights up really good at night.
Yes it does. All right, well, let's go back to the back. We're going to do the walk around, show you guys all around this truck.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, Brian, one of my favorite parts about this truck, honestly, I'm not even gonna say one of my favorite parts. My favorite part about this truck is the length of it. It's a really long wheelbase truck. The frame is super clean back behind the tanks there, and it's a shorter sleeper truck.
Yeah, so this is a 58-inch sleeper, 295-inch wheelbase truck, and it just has, that cowboy look to it. I mean, it's super sharp.
It's the right colors for that too. You know, when you said that cowboy look to it, I was thinking like kind of a Western feel to this truck as well.
Yeah, I mean, and so if you look in and you know anything about Kyle Flake and their business, I mean, they're hauling livestock. He also comes from a background of just cowboying. I mean, you know, he's done a lot of stuff out west out there, and was in with rodeo stuff, and his dad, and it's kind of it's their lifestyle.
Yeah.
And he's taken that, he took doing like the cowboy kind of thing and then started a trucking company. So this truck to me 100% fits
That, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that personality, that demeanor. Like when I don't know, when you first ordered this truck in these colors, I was a little concerned.
This was all Kyle. So me and him were talking about the truck and talking about colors, and he's like, man, do you think these would look good together? We started looking at it and sitting at the desk one day, and it was like, yeah, I think it looked really cool.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, it's legendary champagne with a hot fudge frame.
Hot fudge frame.
And this is the first truck I think we've ever had legendary champagne.
There's a lot to the inside of this truck that ties it all together.
Oh, yeah.
And still kind of completes that Western look that what we're talking about. But let's start on the outside. So we're walking around it here. Tell me about some of the features on the front end, or do you want me to go?
You go.
I'll go? All right, let me just see what I can point out here. You got the buzzard bumper right on the front of the truck here. You have 9 grill bars and a custom grill back behind it.
Yep.
You've got the new bow tie outlaw visor over the windshield, 9 cab lights. You've replaced all the watermelon lights, or all the marker lights up there. Are those legendary?
Yep, all the lights on the truck are legendary.
All right, legendary lights. We have some marker lights on the side of the mirror brackets.
Yep.
As well as some front and rear breather bars, I see.
So before we get too far, Tommy,
Okay.
the outlaw visor, it's been in a couple like TikToks and things as we started doing it. Actually, we have those in stock now. We are selling them. They're on the website. And this visor is super cool because it is a bow tie visor. I don't think there's a bow tie visor out there from anybody else right now, and it's really cool. It gives you a little more of that traditional look, and I just think it looks awesome. We put it on several trucks now, and it's worked out really well. But the bow tie visor is the ticket.
Oh yeah,
It's a cool visor.
that is a really sweet looking visor, especially on a 589. That really brought this truck back to old school.
Yep. And you know, I should tell you this. We are actually not finished with the truck.
What else do we got to do? It looks pretty complete.
It looks pretty done.
Nothing's like screaming at me.
So the only thing we got left to do to this, and we'll do a video about it and everything else. I got a guy coming. We're going to be doing some pinstriping. We're going to do hand painted lettering on it for Kyle's company, and so this would be the High Country Freight on it.
Is your pinstriping going to be like the dark brown?
I think so. So the highlight color right now, the idea is going to be a hot fudge, probably a cream, and a turquoise, because that's totally Western.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Turquoise. Throwing a turquoise in there, huh?
It should look really cool.
That's gonna look really cool.
So yeah. So anyway, take you off your roll here. We were talking about truck stuff.
Oh yeah, man. There's all kinds of stuff. One thing I noticed while we were talking about the truck is I started to move kind of backwards and forgot to mention the lifetime oil covers right here.
Yep.
The oilers on the front, the chrome oilers, lifetime lug nut covers.
One thing I'll mention while we're talking about this, we got legendary lights on the back side of the bumper. One cool thing we've done with this truck, so there's one on each side of the tire shields, and then I'll run back here real quick and show you under the truck. You get under the truck, you can see those two. Zoom in a little bit. We did two more in the back of the rear center panel, and then underneath here we got two. Those are actually the legendary extreme lights, so they do that whole pattern thing. And later in this video we'll show you what this thing looks lit up like, what it looks like lit up at night. But for just doing 6 lights for an underglow, it turned out super cool. It looks really good.
You got some train horns mounted underneath your hood extender there.
Yep.
You've got the Dynaflex 7-inch with a rod picket elbow stovetop cut top stacks.
Yep.
And you have the semi-casual cabin sleeper panels.
Yep. So the top stacks are 68s. These things are super tall. They look awesome.
You have to be super tall to give it like that old school look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
like that. Yeah, no, that's the only way to go with this particular truck, because this truck is like, it's so new and clean, but it's such a throwback look too.
It is. I do love that legendary champagne color. Painted the door handles, as you mentioned that.
Yep.
And then you get the back of the sleeper. This is something different we've done. We've put them down here in the bottom corners before, but just kind of looking at with light spacing and actually light spacing and the amount of lights. So, you know, you got 2 on the bumper, you got 2 in the center here, you got 2 in the rear for your underglow. Inside the interior, you'll see we've done lights in there too, but those all kept in 2s.
Yeah.
So we decided just to do 2
on each side.
Yeah, back here, and it looks cool.
It does look pretty cool.
Another thing we did is we took off the antenna mount from the factory. That doesn't come painted anymore. So we take that off, paint it, rehook it back on. Just a little bit cleaner look than having just that aluminum bracket up there.
Yep.
And painted the rear sleeper vents.
Yeah, sleeper vents. We painted the tank. On the front side of the tank, this looks a little different, Brian.
It is a little different. I had to talk Kyle into these painted tanks. He was real worried about, because the livestock thing they run a lot of dirt roads.
Yeah.
And he says, man, I've never seen a truck run dirt roads. The tanks just aren't all beat up. And he says, always the very front of it is flaking up real bad or just chipping up. And I said, well, why don't you let me try? The truck will just look way better with painted tanks. Why don't you let me try doing the rock art on the front of it and give it a shot and see, you know, how it does for you. We've done it in the past, and it works really good for not letting it chip up.
Yep.
So that's actually the product called Raptor Liner. And you can see it's got a texture to it, but Mark and Eli are really good at tinning paint. And so they've got this color pretty dialed in, and it's something that doesn't like,
it doesn't
when you're standing back, it doesn't stand out.
No, it doesn't immediately grab your attention at all. Like whenever, when I was trying to point out accessories on the truck, and that's when I noticed it.
Yep.
But yeah, from a distance back here, you'd never point that out immediately.
No. So that should work out good. Like I said, we've done several mini trucks that way, and it holds up really well.
Painted the def tank cover. You've got your chrome def cap cover on there.
Yep.
There is a painted Merit deck plate, and you've painted the frame.
Yeah, so the back half of the chassis, basically what we did is we actually take everything off, the shocks and the airbag, all that whole bracket, we take all that off. That is all painted. And then we just kind of leave the cab jacked up on stands, and then they paint the chassis. That gives us a hard brake line, but seamless with the paint. And then base cleared the whole back half of the chassis. I mean, right down to, we painted everything inside the chassis. You know, the factory already paints the whole truck, but we did a base clear on all the components as well. So this paint will hold up for a long time with it done like this.
Stay looking sharp for a while.
Oh yeah.
So you got the Peterbilt blind mount full fenders, not full fenders. Those are
Half rounds.
half rounds.
Yep.
I almost said half fenders, and I was like, that's not right. And
Well, it's like half of a fender on one wheel, or a.
Yeah. So.
If it was a full fender on one wheel, it would go all the way around, right?
Yep. Lifetime lug nut covers and axle covers in the back.
Yep.
Wheels. And then moving on to the back. That cross member is actually something we offer. So this cross member is a little bit different because it bolts on, it replaces the factory cross member, and instead of just coming down and going down, or just having a straight line that comes all the way down and leaving like a little gap in the frame, this comes down and kind of goes around, covers up that gap, and whenever you're looking at it from back here,
you don't see inside the frame anymore.
Yeah, you're not peeking inside the frame peephole.
Yeah, and it just it's a big deal. And it also, the cross member goes below the frame, where the factory one's inside the frame on the bottom.
Yep.
So if you put a center panel on there, not that anything's wrong with that, but just when you're trying to build a truck and have it a little more tidy,
yeah,
it's a big difference not having an air gap on the cross member and the rear center panel.
It cleans it up a lot. If you look at like the factory center panels and you put, or not the factory center panels, the factory rear cross member, and then you put a center panel under it, there's just something about it that seems incomplete, and you can see the bottom of the frame just on two sides of it there. Although it still looks good when you do it, it's just literally replacing this one cross member just cleans everything up.
It does make a big difference.
We sell these cross members on the website, don't we? If we don't,
no, we can put them on there. We haven't.
Yeah, we can put them on there.
We just sell them. I mean, we sell them. We make a big run of them at a time. But yeah, we could sell them, and then a person just paints them, puts them on. Wouldn't be hard to do.
No.
Then we got the hidden reverse light bracket on our 20-inch center panel. And trying to think, Tommy. I think we covered everything.
I think we got everything on the outside. I don't think
Oh, you know what else we done in this truck?
Are we talking about the outside?
Yeah. Okay.
You said painted door handles already.
Listen, I'm gonna give you a hint. If you'll just look around here. I feel bad for actually throwing you on the bus here for a minute, because I think if we did a good job, it might throw you off for a second. Probably gonna throw you off.
Okay, well, give me a minute.
Okay.
We've already said Merit deck plate, so I know you're not referring to that. You wouldn't be talking about anything there. You're saying you've done something
different to the frame that doesn't come from the factory the way it is right now.
You have cleaned up these hooks.
That's one of the things. You got that. Yep. So right now when you order a chassis you want it bolted, right?
Yeah.
You say bolted in place of hooks. So you get bolts in the chassis, but we don't get bolts in the entire chassis anymore. So suspension components are hooked anyway.
Yep.
But now the way they're putting the bolts in from the factory is different.
Oh, so you turned them around.
We turned them around since we were painting this one. But if you look down the fifth wheel,
the
that's how they're, in the past they were flipped around the other way. And so it's like a new thing. So on the chassis here, they were all flipped around. Since we're painting the whole chassis, we went ahead, flipped the bolts around as much as we, all the ones that were mainly visible, and clocked all the bolts the same. And then, pretty well, makes a big difference.
Oh yeah, for sure. Looks good though.
So, past that, Tommy, we ain't drove her yet.
How long did it take cleaning up those hooks? That was a big job, wasn't it?
It takes a minute.
I bet.
I mean, because you can't cut too much off of it, but we just cut enough to make them a little smoother looking, and it almost looks like those little covers.
It does, yeah. When I first saw that, I was thinking you had painted covers, and then I realized that you just cleaned up the hooks.
Yeah.
But that looks good. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff in the interior. We should go drive this thing.
Let's do it.
Found something I didn't like.
What?
We are speed limited to 64.
Oh, that's all she'll do?
That's all she's got.
We'll have to fix that when we get back.
Yeah, I didn't. This is why I didn't want to get on the interstate. Now we're getting passed by a Freightliner Cascadia. I got her to the wood.
Hey, listen, you can cruise slow when you're driving a cool truck. That just means everybody can look at you.
Makes it easier for people to make fun of you going this slow.
So we're going to talk about some of the stuff we've done on the interior. Actually, what we did in here is very simple but clean and pretty cool look. So on the inside of this truck, this one's actually was spec'd with a tan interior, just to kind of go with, you know, the theme of the truck and whatnot. And I really like the tan in this one because I think the tan marries well with the wood grain. And then we did we went everything, A pillars, B pillars, and all our overhead, and then wrapped the headliner in black. This kind of just looks a lot nicer because now, instead of having this tan, it's going into a black dash. I think this is more seamless. And then we did the overhead, painted it all black, painted our side lights black, and that really helped and make the this header piece that we put in the overhead console really stand out with that tan. And we even put Kyle's brand in there and had that stitch. And Mike and Belinda, they're the ones that make all this stuff for us, and that turned out super sharp. Then you go back here to the headliner in the back. We got this nice piece stitched here in the tan and brown, and we did amber lights just in a kind of a cool pattern setup, and those are on a switch, so you can do that number, and at night it looks really good. And again, in this video we are going to show you what this thing lights up like at night. It's pretty awesome. And then obviously we did our door panels down here, and that's all we did for the interior. It's a good look for this truck. It's you know, you're not doing a ton, but it's enough to make it look nice.
Very nice.
So we're actually taking back roads, Tommy.
We are on the back roads, headed back to the shop, because, you know, on a back road, 64 mile an hour is pretty acceptable.
Oh, hey, another thing we did, I forgot to mention on the interior. You'll see right here in the A pillar, we added a USB plug. It's on a constant power, and this way Kyle can hook up his GPS, and he doesn't have to have a bunch of wires like going across the dash and up the window and just things flying everywhere. So we run power wire in there, mounted that dude onto the A pillar, and now we can put stuff up there and be super clean. All right, as promised, sun's going down, so we're gonna check out the lights on this truck. So again, these are all legendary lights. These are just these are all on the outside of the truck. Everything's the regular legendary lights, not the extremes. And then we put 2 extremes in the back, which we'll show you. But back of the bumper, breathers. The interior lights up nice with all the amber in there. 9 lights on the front, look really good. And you can see right back here where we showed you earlier, the 2 legendary extremes are mounted on either side of the airline box. Gives it a nice little pattern out in between the frame and the drives. And back here in the back, it's got, man, this thing, it looks really good lit up. It really does. You can see in the center panel, got our 2 there. But overall, this thing is just super sharp looking. We were kind of trying to go with classy, clean, Western, and I think we got that nailed down. This thing's super sharp.
Okay, so before we do the outro, the Semi-Casual Truck Show is coming up in about 4 weeks. It's August 22nd and 23rd.
Tommy.
Yeah.
I always start the outros. You started the intro, and then I was going to do the outro, and then you just like.
So the Semi-Casual Truck Show is on August 22nd and 23rd And you guys should get your pre-registrations in. They're filling up fast. It's going to be a really good time. Friday night's my favorite part of the whole show. There's a VIP casino night.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Listen, Kyle Flake's truck turned out awesome. Obviously, Tommy wants you to know that we have a truck show coming up, so much so that he just stole my thunder at the end here.
Yeah.
But we have a truck show coming up August 22nd and 23rd.
Yep, Friday and a Saturday. It's a lot of fun.
In Crossville?
Especially Friday, yep. Crossville, Tennessee.
Yeah, at Semi-Casual. Yeah.
And we've got a lot of pre-registrations so far. We're expecting 150 plus trucks this year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be our biggest year ever. We're super excited about it.
And this truck's going to be here, so you can actually see Kyle's truck in person at the show.
There's going to be all kinds of really cool trucks here.
Yes.
There's a lot of really cool 589s and 389s. Unfinished business is going to be here.
Yep.
If you guys have been wanting to see unfinished business, this is a perfect time for you to do it because it'll be here. It's going to be on display. I mean, there's going to be a lot of really, really cool trucks.
You're really long-winded, Tommy.
Nuh-uh, we've only been filming the outro for about a minute. It's just your arms are getting weaker. You're getting older.
Listen, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you do all the things. Like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Semi-Casual Show. And we'll see you later.
See ya.